Although not as popular as pumpkin pie, butternut squash pie is just as, if not even more delicious. For my version of the recipe, keep watching. The first step in making a butternut squash pie is roasting the squash. Start off by putting 2 cups of sliced butternut squash on a roasting pan and rubbing both the top and bottom of each piece with butter. I have 1 tablespoon in my hand, and whatever is left over, I'll just put in the pie. Once the top and bottom of each piece is covered, put the butternut squash into a 400-degree oven and roast for 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes are up, remove the pan from the oven, flip each piece, and put the butternut squash back into the oven for 10 more minutes. Although this seems like a lot of hassle, it's definitely worth it. There's no comparison between microwaved or boiled butternut squash and oven roasted butternut squash. It's almost like an entirely different vegetable. Although you'd probably be okay at this point, I decided to flip the squash one more time and put it back in for just 5 more minutes for a total of 25 minutes of cooking time. Now that the squash is perfectly roasted, time to make the filling for the butternut squash pie. So after the squash cooled down, I put it in this bowl and use a spoon to press it up against the sides to mash it. After it was mashed, I put in the rest of the tablespoon of butter, put everything in the microwave for 30 seconds to melt the butter, and now I can continue assembling everything. So do zest of 1 small lemon, let's say half a teaspoon, half a cup of evaporated milk, white sugar and brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 3 eggs. Then beat for 2 to 3 minutes. Once well combined, pour into an unbaked pie shell and bake at 350 for 45 minutes. If you want exact measurements for this butternut squash pie recipe, along with all my other recipes, please visit my website parnellthechef.com. As you can see, my butternut squash pie looked very similar to a normal pumpkin pie, but how did it taste? This butternut squash pie was phenomenal. I ate pumpkin pie so much as a kid that now I don't even really like it, but I really loved this butternut squash pie. Aside from having it for practically every holiday until the age of 12, I think I don't like pumpkin pie because it's overly spiced. The cinnamon, nutmeg, and other spices covering up the pumpkin, which, to be honest, probably isn't that flavorful anyway. However, roasting the butternut squash really brings out the flavor, and using just 2 other flavors, lemon and cinnamon, is enough to add to the flavor without overpowering it. The idea of using lemon with butternut squash came to me after making Argentine lemon mustard chicken. I prepare it very similarly to how I make my whole oven roasted chicken recipe, and in the bottom of the pan I like to put butternut squash. When the bit of lemon drips down onto the oven roasted butternut squash, the result is incredible. People from Argentina just in general like to add citrus in the background of their desserts, so I figured why not put it into a butternut squash pie. As a chef, it's really cool to have 2 cultures and 2 cuisines, Southern food and Argentine food, that are very different from each other, yet I can still use one to improve the other. Like with my sweet potato pie recipe, if you're looking for something different that's still traditional, give this one a try. It's perfect for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or just because. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. For exact measurements and more information about this and other recipes, please visit my website, parnellthechef.com. And of course, don't forget to follow me on social media. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.